Hi and welcome to the monthly video for August 2022. Before we start with the regular updates, I just wanted to highlight how you can find all the changes made in an extension. In the About section for each extension, click on the version number and it will take you straight to the changelog. Once there, make sure to click on More Information to get the detailed description of the changes.
This month for Vizlib Library, I'll cover how to improve your dashboard's aesthetics and interaction. Having a well thought out analytical dashboard can be difficult, especially when you're trying to show various kinds of data to your stakeholders for them to process. How to separate these sections and make them obvious without leaving vast space or without leaving your viewers confused can be difficult. That's simply done with the Vizlib line object. Using this simple visualization, you can use it to separate content without taking up much dashboard space. The line object is easy to use, but provides value to your dashboard by breaking up content or allowing for an aesthetically pleasing alternative to white space. The switch doesn't have to look like a traditional slider. Adjusting the settings to change the size and width of the box and switch to be the same number provides you with a new alternative. You can use this as a checkbox, listing out requirements before your users interact with your data. Like this example here with the tiles extension, where I toggle on and off the content.
In these videos we typically only list features, but this time I also wanted to highlight a major performance improvement. We've completely rewritten how selections are made, which improves performance massively for customers with many values and many dimensions. I also wanted to thank everyone for the amazing feedback we received after the major update in version 6.0. It's always great to understand more about all the different use cases you have for our extensions. In Toolbar you can duplicate the objects in the editor by using right-click and duplicate. This allows you to quickly add more of the same type of objects. For more precise placement of the objects, we added separate control for top, bottom and left-right padding. These four settings allows you to very accurately place your objects in all directions. In Finance Report, the Viz tip now performs better with large tables. Don't forget to use this amazing feature where anything you can create in the KPI Designer can also display as a Viz tip in Finance Report. The size and color of the comments indicator can now be controlled to make sure it's visible in all situations.
You're now able to view your critical path using Vizlib Gantt. We are able to process the data from popular project planning softwares such as Microsoft Project and display the critical paths in Vizlib Gantt. This feature works on both Qlik Sense Enterprise and Qlik SaaS, also known as Qlik Cloud. This is what my data model looks like. I have all the standard information you would expect from a project plan, but I also have two columns which are Order and Predecessor. The Order column numbers the event rows, and the Important Predecessor column contains the numbers linking them to another event. More information about predecessors can be found here, link is also in the description. Back to Qlik. Once you have imported your data into your Qlik application, drag and drop the Vizlib Gantt onto your sheet. In the Property panel or wizard, we need to choose the order as the event field. You can then choose to name it something different, which is what I'm doing here. On the next step, choose Cascading Events. This is more of an aesthetical choice as it makes the Gantt easy to read when using dependencies, as each event has its own row. Proceed through the creation of the Vizlib Gantt as normal, choosing the options you would like, such as automatic identification of milestones and a colour palette. Now that the Gantt is made, go to its Property panel, search Dependencies and expand the first dimension and scroll to find Dependencies. Turn the feature on and in the input field choose the column in your data model that contains the predecessor links. You'll now see your events are linked. You can change the style of the link colour and the highlighted on hover colour along with line thickness. You're able to link events to milestones and vice versa. More information on this feature can be found under Vizlib Gantt Properties, Dependencies, Critical Flow on the Vizlib community website.
The Writeback Table has a new option for spreadsheet mode. This alters the design and also makes the table more compact. This should make users of Excel and other spreadsheets feel right at home. Following the recently added features for conditional formatting and editable if, we now introduce the option to only be able to delete a row if a certain condition is met. When you have several columns with similar settings, it is no longer necessary to adjust all settings separately. Column styles can be easily copied from one column to another. This works both in the table and in the property panel. Even better is that the copied values is a simple JSON structure that you can manually edit and even copy to other applications. Tasks and apps can now be reloaded using the app name and not just the ID, which makes the process easier and more user-friendly.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and follow us on social media.